Hello there. As we close out the month of June and open up the new month of July, it's going to be a seamless transition, hardly a change in our story. Now, this was Norfolk on Saturday, but it's fairly indicative of the rest of the country. Hardly a cloud in the sky. It was hot for many, and our capital cities reflected this. 28 degrees for London and Cardiff, a little bit cooler in Belfast, cooler still in Edinburgh with a breeze coming in off the sea. Now, as we go through Sunday, there will be some subtle changes. A weak weather front introducing more cloud and some showery outbreaks of rain into the northwest and to the southwest. We could drive in some thundery downpours here towards the end of the day, with the wind direction changing a little across England and Wales to a southeasterly, a little more humidity with it as well. So that 30 degrees is going to feel pretty hot if you're out there for any length of time. Now, as we move out of Sunday, we still run the risk of those thundery downpours being a bit of a nuisance. They'll be fairly isolated, but if you catch one or two, they'll be heavy and thundery with it. And that's how we go into our first week of July. Little change in the weather story, mostly dry and sunny for the country, but it does look as though there is a chance of a few thundery showers. So let's take a look at that in more detail. It's this area of low pressure moving up through the Bay of Biscay, and this heat and humidity may well just trigger off, as I say, some sharp thundery downpours. They will be fairly isolated, just a scattering threatening on Monday, and up into the far northwest will just feed in a little more cloud with a northwesterly breeze here. So a little bit fresher in the far north of Scotland on Monday. Here, mid-teens possibly, but we could still see high 20s into 30 degrees further south. And it's that light southeasterly breeze that just keeps that humidity going across central and southern parts of England. It's subtle, but nevertheless, it'll make it just feel a little more oppressive out there, a little more uncomfortable by day and by night as well. But hardly a cloud in the sky again on Tuesday. A good deal of dry weather in the story. Just that threat again of a few sharp showers just clipping the Channel Isles and maybe southwest England in particular. Highs though likely of 28 degrees. That's 82 Fahrenheit. Not much change either as we go into Wednesday or Thursday. The emphasis stays with this dry, settled and pretty hot story as well. Now, further ahead, it looks as though we could see some subtle changes. That area of low pressure that was in Biscay drifts away and allows this high pressure to build from the southwest, which basically means it quietens things down. So even the risk of those thundery downpours eases off in the longer period. So as we move into the weekend, you can see quite clearly a good deal of dry, warm weather to the south. This north and westerly wind up into the far north of Scotland, perhaps just freshening things up and just keeping a little more in the way of cloud here. So on Thursday, looks likely that we'll see a little more cloud, and again, those temperatures struggling in the far north of Scotland, but further south it's dry and that risk of thundery downpours eases away. On Friday, not much in the way of change really. A little more cloud up to the extreme northwest with the risk of a few showers into the northern and the western Isles. Further south again, it's all about the sunshine and the heat. 27 degrees the expected high. So looking further ahead, believe it or not, there is little change in the forecast. It stays mainly dry, very warm at time, just a slim chance of some thundery showers. That's it. Take care.